Since you really didn't want Louisiana's elected officials to have a happy new year, it's the Walt Bonetti Podcast.
Welcome to episode 15 of the Walt Bonetti Podcast for January 24th. The Walt Bonetti Podcast is brought to you by our friends at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner and Coppa Donut. In just a few minutes, I'll be telling you why there won't be any little candy hearts with silly sayings on them this Valentine's Day. I'll tell you about a new Saints-inspired beer, and Cynthia Lee-Sheng makes it official. Kind of. But first, these quick hits. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards announced plans Wednesday to use $350 million in surplus state money and offshore oil revenue to fund several coastal restoration and hurricane risk reduction projects over the next 3 years. $55 million would come from the $300+ million surplus announced last summer after Edwards pushed to not let the full 1-cent sales tax expire as planned and promised. It's now almost the end of January and we still don't know exactly how much that surplus was. It was announced at $300 million, but it could be $350 million. It could be $400 million. The surplus that never needed to happen. Just another slush fund for the governor and the legislature. A Louisiana high school senior was named the Gatorade National Volleyball Player of the Year Wednesday. Ellie Holtzman is the first player ever from Louisiana to earn the honor for volleyball. The 3-time State Player of the Year, she will attend the University of Illinois in the fall. Yesterday's dumbasses of the day were the New York State Legislature and New York Governor Andrew Cuomo for their passage of a bill allowing abortions until birth. The state celebrated by turning One World Trade Center pink at the direction of Governor Cuomo. If I lived in New York, Cuomo might be the dumbass every day. There won't be any little candy hearts with clever sayings on them this Valentine's Day. The company that makes 8 billion of those little hearts closed in July. Some of its assets were bought by another company in September, but it was too late to produce the candy hearts this year. The new company, Spangler Candy Company, promises there will be candy hearts with little sayings on them that we all love next Valentine's Day. If it's really true love, you can wait a year to give him or her the little heart, saying exactly what you want to say. You can do it, really. It's only a year. And it is true love, right? On the heels of its sold-out, finger-licking good fire log, Kentucky Fried Chicken has introduced a limited edition gravy-scented candle. Unfortunately, it's only available in the United Kingdom, and there are only 230 of the candles available. There's a new beer coming out for Saints fans. The Meal Brewery in the Irish Channel is producing the AK-41, an American cream ale brewed with Alvin Kamara's favorite, Airheads Candy. Really? Candy-flavored beer. There will be a launch party for the AK-41 beer Saturday at the Meal Brewery Tap Room, 405 6th Street in New Orleans. The brewery only made about 14 kegs of the AK-41 beer, so you know it's not going to last very long. So if you want to taste a beer made with Airheads, you got to get out there Saturday. And now this. If you're looking for a sweet treat in the morning or any time of the day, or you want to treat the kids to an after-school snack of a donut and some milk, make sure you stop at Coppa Donut, 2321 West Esplanade in the Kenner Market Center. Their telephone number is 305-4858. You can call ahead if you're in a hurry in the morning, and Coppa Donut will have your order ready for pickup, and they'll even bring it to your car. They have a special parking place that you can park at, and they'll come out to you. You don't even need to get out of the car. It's kind of like a drive-through, but you have to park. And don't forget, Coppa Donut is great donuts and more. They have incredible breakfasts, sandwiches, sliders, great pastries, and as you know, phenomenal overstuffed donuts. So when you want something sweet or a great breakfast or a sandwich, make sure you stop at Coppa Donut, 2321 West Esplanade in the Kenner Market Center. Coppa Donut is great donuts and more. If you're thinking about what you're going to have for lunch or dinner, or possibly giving yourself or your spouse a night off from cooking or treating the kids, make sure you think about the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. The Original Italian Pie of Kenner has incredible salads, sandwiches, calzones, wraps, pasta, and pizza. No matter what you want, it's all made fresh for you with the freshest possible ingredients. You can dine in or you can call them. 469-4999. They'll have your order ready for pickup on your way home, or they will deliver it to your home or your office. That's the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. 469-4999. Whenever you want some great food, make sure you think about the Original Italian Pie of Kenner.
You sweat. You shake. You can't breathe. You're scared. So am I.
Walt Bonetti.
Welcome back. Thanks again for spending part of your day with the podcast. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, topic ideas, please email me, waltbradio@gmail.com. That's waltbradio@gmail.com. Jefferson Parish Councilwoman Cynthia Lee-Sheng announced that she will be a candidate for Jefferson Parish President in October. A council member for 10 years, Lee touted her operational expertise. Quote, "I'm probably more of an operational thinker, and that side was always something that was interesting to me. I've been excited about it for a long time." Her official announcement is set for February 12th. Now, to be clear, I have not always agreed with everything that Councilwoman Cynthia Lee-Sheng has done. That's a given. But I mean, who have I always agreed with? I don't think many people, if any at all. We disagreed vehemently over Fat City. And the jury's still out on that, because I don't think Fat City is anything near where it should be or where it could be or where it was promised to be by now. And we're now about 9 years into the project. And yes, I disagree with buzz terms like smart growth. What is smart growth, and who determines that? I've always been a staunch supporter of property rights and the rights of individuals and business owners to control their own destiny without any government interference. And yes, I believe the Fat City rezoning ordinance was a massive government intrusion into the lives of many people, caused many people to be unemployed, caused businesses to shutter, and the rezoning ordinance wasn't completely thought out, or the ramifications of it on business owners and on Fat City. That's why it's in the state that it is now. Yes, there are signs of life there. Yes, there is some marginal improvement, but not what we had hoped for. Now, I know government has constraints, and obviously there's money constraints in everything. But don't sell us a bill of goods unless you can deliver. Fat City is not delivered yet, and maybe it never will be. Maybe it will never be what Councilwoman Cynthia Lee-Sheng and others proposed and what they thought about and their grandiose plans. We won't know. But as I said 9 years ago, this is going to take a long time to occur. You cannot redevelop Fat City overnight. It's just not going to happen. But they wanted progress, and they wanted progress now. And Councilwoman Sheng wanted something that she could hang her hat on, and she did. Unlike other elected officials who duck and cover, not naming any names here, Mike Yenny, Cynthia Lee-Sheng has owned Fat City. She's taken responsibility for it, and I appreciate that. And one thing I will say is, even though we disagreed and she knew how I felt, the councilwoman at least took the time to listen, or pretend to listen. And that's something. That's something that you don't get from every elected official. And maybe she just pretended to listen to placate me, to get me to shut up, because she knew all along the council was going to go her way anyway. We shall see as the campaign unfolds, who is really best for Jefferson Parish. Former Jefferson Parish President John Young has also declared for the race. Whether or not Jefferson Parish's sexual predator-in-chief Mike Yenny has the guts to face voters again is unclear. Yenny said he will announce his decision on his own schedule, or when his teenage boyfriend tells him to. Yenny's former henchman Keith Connolly is said to be running for one of the parish's at-large council seats. I doubt Connolly will get many votes in Harahan and River Ridge, where he and Yenny are responsible for the stench residents and businesses endure daily, or in Kenner, where he was elected to the Kenner Council and served for about a minute before he quit on the people of Kenner and followed Yenny to Jefferson Parish government for big bucks, which is all the formerly bankrupt Connolly cares about. Connolly only cares about himself, and of course Mike Yenny, and how much money he can steal at the trough of taxpayers. Oink, oink, Mr. Connolly.
Now, the Walt Bonetti Podcast Dumbass of the Day.
Our dumbass of the day is a man in New Jersey who is alleged to have stole $1,000 from a group of Girl Scouts who were selling cookies at a New Jersey mall. Woodbridge Township Police say the theft occurred between 4:20 and 4:50 p.m. Friday on the upper level of the Woodbridge Center Mall. The money, about $500 in cash and several checks, had been placed in a bank envelope and left unattended on a table where members of Girl Scout Troop 80062 were making their sales. Authorities say mall surveillance cameras captured a man who may have been in disguise, picking up the envelope and putting it in his pocket before fleeing the mall. Stealing Girl Scout cookie money. That may be our dumbass of the year. But wait, it's only January, and we still have Andrew Cuomo and Mark Spears. Never mind. A woman was shot at a Jacksonville, Florida convenience store after she agreed to and performed a sexual act on a person for $5 and some Pringles potato chips. I mean, come on. You couldn't even hold out for Lay's or Ruffles. You had to settle for Pringles and $5 for sex. When the unidentified deed was done, the man asked for his $5 back and shot the woman in the shoulder. He fled the scene, and investigators did not get his description because the woman was too busy staring at the Pringles to look at his face. Well, that puts a wrap on today's podcast. Please go out and support our sponsors, the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in and eat some great food, or you can call ahead, 469-4999. 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver it to your home or your office. And Coppa Donut, 2321 West Esplanade in the Kenner Market Center. Coppa Donut is great donuts and a whole lot more. As we tell you every day, please go out and be a blessing. Change someone's life today or change your own life. And thanks for listening.
Walt Bonetti.